to the Dr. Dish Show live on Facebook and YouTube. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. I hope everybody had a great week. I did. It went by fast. I was busy, but it is Friday and we made it. Woo! So when you come in, click share. We have interesting topics. I put this topic out earlier yesterday, I think, or late last night and today, and people were already answering the topic or addressing the topic. But welcome, welcome, welcome. We have two good topics. Um, let's see. Excuse me. First one, Lizzo wore a see-through outfit just like Rihanna, but Lizzo received negative comments. Is this fat shaming or a bad outfit? That is our number one question tonight. What are your thoughts? And then number two, Jonah Hill told social media it's not helpful to him for his fans to talk about his body, good or bad. He lost weight, and I guess everybody was giving him compliments, and he didn't want those compliments. That's question number two. We haven't got into the questions yet. I'm just going over them. Welcome, welcome, welcome. When you come in, click share. And then the third question we have, well, 2A, fat shaming seems to be popular in society for women. Excuse me, Whoopi Goldberg has gained weight, and the joke was made about her weight. On the show, The View, do women get criticized more about their body? And then number three, do you feel pressured to maintain a certain weight to fit in? That's a lot of stuff. Hey, Angela. Hey, Angela. So those are our questions tonight. I will put them on the screen. We haven't started. When you come in, click share. Tell us how your week is. We always get started about 8:40, like 10 minutes after we start, just to give people a chance to join in and talk about this topic. I know everybody is ready and hot to talk about this topic. We're going to define fat shaming. We're going to define, is there a double standard for larger people than smaller people? Um, and we'll talk about all of that stuff once we get into the topics. But right now, we just want you to come in, tell us how your week been. Angela, you said your week was long and let's see, long and very busy. Same here. But mine actually went by kind of fast. So, um, yeah, so those are the topics that we are talking about tonight. Lizzo in her purple shimmery dress, Jonah Hill and his comment about stop talking about my body, um, and um, Whoopi Goldberg uh, received a joke about her body. Not directly, but we'll talk about the details of that. What's up, DeWardis? DeWardis says he had a long and busy week as well. I think we all have, DeWardis. But yes, welcome, 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 everybody. Come in. This is the Dr. Dare Show live. We do what we call topic hop. We start with one topic, then we go to the other, and then we go to the other one. So as people join, they can talk about any topic that they want to. It's up to them. Hey, cousin. Let's see. I have to scroll down to see the comments. Great, cuz your week was good as well. Good, good, good. Glad you joined. Glad you joined the Watches. Glad you joined Angela. We seem like we got a full house starting already. So we will be starting momentarily. I like to give people a chance to get in, grab a snack, grab something to drink, um, and we will start the show soon. So for everybody that's just joining on, we have kind of four, three topics to talk about tonight. First of all, the big topic that everybody probably is ready to just jump into already is Lizzo wore this see-through outfit, just like Rihanna. I put the picture on my post, but Lizzo received negative comments. Is this fat shaming, which I will define for you, or a bad outfit choice? What are your thoughts? And then number two, Jonah Hill, which is an actor, comedian, and filmmaker, and he, I guess, lost weight in the past or was big in the past and lost weight, and he just asked his 3 million followers to stop making comments about his body, good or bad. And then we went on to talk about Whoopi Goldberg, who had the Shark Tank star Barbara Corcoran on the show, and they were talking about these genes, and we'll get into the details of that and how they fat shamed Whoopi Goldberg. And the last question, which I want you to give your thoughts, is: do you feel like you're pressured to maintain a certain weight just to fit in? So those are the things that we will be talking about momentarily. Yes, 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 yes. And so when you come in, click share, share it, and I'm going to go share it too. Um, and I will read some of the comments that are on the post, um, just to add to the conversation. It's funny. People were starting to talk about this already first thing this morning, or first as soon as I posted it. Um, oh, so yeah, when you come in, click share. We'll start in momentarily. Hope everybody had a great week. A great week. I'm just sharing the live. Um, uh, 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 uh. Hey Karen, how are ya? Hey Pat, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey Daphne, is that you? I know you would have joined. I want to hear your comment. So it seems like we're gonna have some spicy conversation about this Lizzo dress. Yes, it's almost time. We got 3 minutes, and we will be starting momentarily. We haven't talked about anything yet. So we're talking about Lizzo. We're talking about Lizzo's dress compared to the Rihanna dress. They almost look similar. And then we're talking about Jonah Hill, who was talking about stop talking about his body. He lost weight, gained weight, lost weight, and he just asked people to stop talking about it. Then we noticed Whoopi Goldberg has gained COVID weight, she says. Um, and there was a joke cracked on her. So I saw all these themes in the media. So I was like, oh, let's talk about fat shaming or bad outfit choice. You take your pick. Hey, sis. Glad you had a great week. Daphne, how was your week? Pat, how was your week? Karen, how was your week? Yeah, 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 yeah. Let me make sure I oh, okay. Everybody's been busy, Daphne. Everybody's had a busy week this week. I know. I had so many clients. Like, yep. But glad y'all took the time on your Friday evening to join me to talk about this topic. I've gotten a lot of comments, which I will read from uh, people on Facebook already before we even got into talking about the topic. Again, welcome to Dr. Dare Show Live on Facebook and YouTube. We usually topic hop. We usually have two or more topics, and we jump around. And we will be starting in 1 minute. Yes, I like to give people a chance to come in and get your snacks, get something to drink, Karen, um, and make yourself at home and get ready to share your opinion, whatever it is. Nobody's trying to change it, but we are going to start momentarily, and we're going to start right now. So our first topic. Lizzo wore a see-through outfit just like Rihanna to Cardi B's 29th birthday party. All right. Lizzo received negative comments. Is this fat shaming or bad outfit choice? But before y'all start, the party was a theme party, and let me read the details of the party. Um, so, Lizzo counted herself as one of the many lucky people to be invited to Cardi B's 29th birthday bash on Sunday, October 11th. As such, showed up the star-studded event in sheer outfit worthy of dancing the night away. Ahead of the event, Cardi tweeted out the outfit requirements for the big birthday bash. Yes, it's true. The dress code is dance hall. Um, Bring your best Caribbean and dance hall look, the rapper wrote. Later enforcing the rule on Instagram with a dance hall fashion inspiration post caption, see y'all dance hall queens tomorrow. Old school dance hall and new school dance hall. Come ready to skin out. So that was the dress requirement, right? So now, what do y'all have to say? I just posted the dress requirements of the party of Cardi B's birthday party. So Lizzo was supposed to go there in a dance hall outfit. It seems like Cardi B wanted your skin out. So now, what are your comments, guys? What do y'all think about Lizzo's outfit? I'm waiting to hear, and I'll be quiet now, and I'll read your post. And Karen says she gobbled her snack up already. So now y'all have this information that Lizzo had. Pat says it's Cardi B, no filter. Yeah, Cardi B wanted people to come in with her with the dance hall theme, and she says with the skin out. That was the requirements. So now, what do y'all think of Lizzo's outfit now, or is it still the same? Yep. So I'll read that again while y'all are writing or typing your thoughts. Ahead of the event, Cardi B tweeted out the outfit requirements for her big birthday bash. Yes, it's true. The dress code is dance hall. Bring out the best Caribbean and dance hall look. The rapper wrote later, enforcing the rule on the Instagram with a dance hall, um, oops, a dance hall. Where was I at? Dance hall look. And she says, "Skin out." That is important. Skin out. So Angela says fat shaming is completely wrong, but there are sexy clothes for all shapes. Her fashion could have been something that would complement her body. So Angela, you don't think that her outfit complemented her body? Do you think she should have made a better choice? Karen says Lizzo understood the assignment. I love it. So Karen doesn't have an issue with Lizzo's outfit. So for those who did not see the outfit, let me see if I can post a picture. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me see if I can find a picture to post. But Karen, yeah, Lizzo understood the assignment. For Angela, you said it was about the choice and the size. So do you think she was too big to wear this dress? Is that what you're saying, Angela? And so for those of you who have not seen the dress, there's nothing left to your imagination. I think she had matching panties, but her breasts had pasties on them, but they were fully, you could see everything. Her body was, you know, exposed except the sheer dress, uh, not her size, but the choice. So Angela's like, it was the choice of the dress. But Angela, like Karen said, it was a themed party for dance hall. Dance hall. And Pat says I have no issue with her outfit, and she is who she is. Yeah, she is. She is known for pushing the limits with her weight and outfit and conversation. She actually made a comment. She was like, she doesn't really care what y'all say. Stay off her page. People always judging people. And so she really didn't have an issue with the outfit herself, but everybody else did. What do y'all think out there? Is it the size? Is it the style? Um, yeah. But Pat says she doesn't have an issue with it. Angela says it was just about her choice, not the size. Um, and Karen says Lizzo understood the assignment, and I love it. Yeah. So if you guys didn't hear what I said about the assignment, um, it was I posted it on there. You should see it in the chat area. Angela says it was the style. Yeah. But do you think it's fair that we try to tell her what to put on when Rihanna had on the same dress and probably nobody said anything about Rihanna's dress? There probably was no comments about Rihanna's dress. I put that picture on my page if you're in the Dr. Dare um, um, group, you'll see it. But Rihanna had on basically the same dress, and I doubt if she got any negative comments from it. So Cuzzo has, let's see what you said. In my opinion, I think she did the dang thing. First, fat shaming has been going on far too long. It's a bad stigma that's been going on too long. I've been small all of my life, and when I started gaining weight, I was called fat, and it was a size 8. It's wrong to bash her. I think she. Come on, come on. Oh, I lost my when I started gaining weight. I was called fat and I was a size 8. It's wrong to bash her. I think she looked fine, but that's me. Daphne says, so Andrea says she doesn't mind the outfit, you know, and I think as long as you're happy in what you're wearing, hey, I don't care. And Daphne says, I can't get with the confidence bouncing back and forth. Last month she was crying about being judged. So, so Daphne, you don't think that she's really that confident because her personality or her thought process jumps back and forth between being confident and wearing whatever she wants into this and crying. But I just wonder if we would do the same thing with other if people were slim and they had on the outfit. I mean, for me, I don't care. I mean, if you feel confident to go out and wear that. And like Daphne says, you're not going to be crying later because a lot of people um, made comments. And I'm going to put her comment up here so y'all can read it. Um, let's see. Let's see her comment. So here's her comment that she wrote on her page so you guys can read it. I will put it up here. So that's Lizzo's comment on the screen. It's funny to me that people are upset that I'm wearing a see-through outfit or that I'm twerking in a see-through outfit, she said. This is disgusting. Her take. They need something more exciting in their lives to do. That was her, and then I think I cut that off. Let's see if I got some more. Oh, did I copy the whole thing? For me personally, I'm like, hey, wear what you want. I don't know if I copied that whole thing. Oh, there we go. So that's her comment up there. Read that. I just posted it. It's the same one. She's basically saying she doesn't care. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say about her. Lizzo is like, I'm gonna live my life. So fat shaming. I did want to describe that. I wanted to define that um, before we go on, because I don't know if this is fat shaming or not. But let's define it. So here is the definition of fat shaming. I will put that on the screen. Okay, so let me read some of your comments. Sorry. Um, Duarte says it may be totally off topic, but I think in Lizzo's case, I think it's all about the publicity, exposure, comments, good or bad, still keeps her relevant in the face of social media. So that's Duarte's opinion is that, it may be all for publicity, exposure, comments, good or bad, still keeps her relevant and in the face of social media. And I guess the Duartes and Daphne, y'all are kind of on the same page where it's like 1 minute she's confident. Well, Daphne says 1 minute she's confident, the next minute she's not. Um, and Duarte says, hey, maybe this is just all for publicity, and maybe this is what is keeping her relevant and keeping her in the limelight. Karen says Lizzo's confidence is otherworldly. If someone else wore the same outfit who was a different size, no one would have reacted the same. That shaming so prevalent and it's getting worse. Andrea says, really it's double-edged sword. Damned if you do and damned if you don't. That's true, and that's why you really have to be confident in yourself in anything you wear and anything you do, because people, I don't care what you say or do, people are always going to find something to talk about. And so you do have to build your own confidence. So here I put the definition of fat shaming on the screen. The active practice of subjecting someone perceived as fat or overweight to criticism or mockery. So they didn't really come out. People aren't really coming out saying, "Oh, she's fat." They're just like, "Oh, well, somebody might have." But a lot of people are saying, "Oh, she shouldn't have wore that. It's too revealing." Um, but I guess in other words, you're too big or you're too fat to wear that. So this is the definition of fat shaming. So do you think they have been fat shaming Lizzo? Y'all are making good points. So some people, most Karen and Andrea believe that it's up to Lizzo. They didn't see anything wrong with it. It's people are gonna talk about you no matter what. The Waters feels like it could be a publicity stunt, a way for um, her to stay relevant, stay in the limelight. We all know Lizzo pushes this button all the time um, as far as her weight and everything. I have a lot of clients that are overweight that look up to her because they feel like she is confident, and so they like her for that. What else? Message. Yeah, but Lizzo's like, I don't care what y'all say. Yeah, and what another point that I read um, earlier about fat shaming people is that we really have to be careful in doing that and making comments. That's going to lead us to our next topic, though. Jonah Hill, which I'll jump on there already, but we can still keep talking about Lizzo. We topic hop. So our next topic is uh, Jonah Hill, which is an actor, filmmaker. He's known for the show. So it's kind of on the same topic as Lizzo. Um, yeah, he's a filmmaker, actor, and comedian, and he was in, I guess, Superbad, Moneyball, and The Wolf of Wall Street. So he has 3 million followers. Um, he of what I saw was a big guy, and then he lost weight, and then people went on his page, kind of what they did with Lizzo, and they started talking about his weight. But Jonas says, "Please stop talking about my weight, either good or bad, and it doesn't help me." And what I was reading in an article is that sometimes those comments, good or bad, make people feel like really down because you never know what somebody's going through. I know when I gain weight, I hear it from people. They're like, "Oh, you're picking up weight." And I'm like, "Can you just say hi? Can you just say thank you? I know, but I don't need your assistance for telling me that." But yeah, we do have to be careful. Even smaller people, though, we have to be careful of telling them that they're skinny because I know some smaller people don't like to be called skinny. They don't like to be reminded that they're skinny, and we often make these comments to people and not really are cognizant of the things that we say about people. Yeah, because as soon as you gain a pound, people are gonna make that comment. And so that leads me to the Whoopi Goldberg issue. I don't know if you guys seen the View, but Whoopi has put on some weight, and it was a show about some denim jeans or something. And Whoopi was like, "Will I be able to wear those with all of this COVID weight?" Um, and somebody else on the show too, I think, had gained COVID weight, which majority of the people have gained some kind of weight from sitting at home, being stressed, and all that stuff. And so Barbara was that Corkin from Shark Tank made the comment, "Yeah, if y'all can get into those jeans." If y'all are through with those jeans, I'll take those jeans because she's a smaller woman and she's like, "Oh, I can make 2 pair of those." Uh, and so the audience kind of took that as her making a mockery or fat shaming or body shaming Whoopi Goldberg. And so that's why I tied all these topics together with Lizzo, with Whoopi. And I don't know about y'all out there. As soon as you gain weight, people have a comment to make. Uh, so Pat says the family is the first to critique about weight gain. And Pat, so do you think that's good? Yeah, because they'll make comments, yeah, like you have put on weight. What are you doing? And see, some people that really, really hurt. And Angela says that woman made a stupid comment. Yeah, it was and she apologized afterwards because I don't think she intended, but I don't know. Um, but she apologized afterwards because it was kind of not so good comment. And Pat says very bad. Yeah, people don't realize that. But I've heard skinny people say or smaller people say they feel the same way when people are like, "Oh, you're thin, you're small." But yeah, don't gain a pound around, like you said, Pat, family or friends, because they will let you know. And I don't think people realize some people are really sensitive about their weight. They may be having a thyroid problem. They may be having an illness. They may have an eating disorder, which is why Jonah Hill was saying that. Well, there was a specialist that wrote on his page, is like, you have to be careful with making comments about people's weight because they some people do have eating disorders. They suffer from anorexia, bulimia, um, emotional eating, overeating, binging, um, all of those eating disorders. I've seen it all. I've worked with girls with eating disorders, and you do really have to be careful of what you say to people about their weight. I know we all go to the gym. I think on this page, majority of us go to the gym, and we're always fighting the big goal. Um, but people are always trying to judge us for different things. Karen says, and let me pull you up here, Karen. Karen says it's never a good idea to comment on someone's weight size. You have no idea what could be a trigger for the person, no matter what their size. Being called skinny can be insulting. Exactly, Karen, and that's why I was making that point because I don't think people realize that. I think they realize that thin people are happy with being thin, and that's not always the case. I know some people that were really thin, they try to eat, but they just don't gain weight. Their metabolism, you know, picks up. And that's why I try not to make comments. I know like when we all came back from the gym, uh, coming from COVID, we all probably had picked on weight, and we just got in there and we worked out. We didn't pay attention or make comments about people's weight. Pat says, when I was younger, my mom used to compare my weight with other girls. Um, weight, and that traumatized you. Yes. And so you really have, thank you for sharing that, Pat. You really have to be careful of commenting on somebody's weight. Because they're sensitive. Some people are sensitive to their weight gain, and it's hard for them to lose weight. They can they can starve themselves and still not lose weight. What if they have diabetes? They can have a thyroid problem, like I mentioned earlier, and it doesn't matter how much they work out, it still does not come off. So you really do have to be careful with um, body shaming, fat shaming, which I put the definition up there always. And that to me can look like, oh, you put on weight. What you doing? Oh, you need to get that off. And so Angela says, I never body shame people, thin people be having issues too. Yeah. And that's it. And Angela says, I don't care if I go up or down. I'll just keep complimenting my body when I shop. Yep, that's a good point, Angela. So you just buy clothes that fit your changing body, you know. But I work with a lot of clients who struggle with body image issues, is what this is called. And so when you make a comment, whether you think it's good or bad, even in the article that I was reading, it said even a good comment is really bad because you're basically saying that person has no value unless they've lost the weight. Oh, you look good. You lost that weight. You look real good. That's telling somebody that, hey, maybe there was something wrong with you before, and now that you've lost the weight, that everything's okay. And so we do have to really be careful with the way and I know it's probably we just used to doing that, but we do really have to be careful. So I thought all three of these people, Jonah Hill, Whoopi Goldberg, um, and Lizzo, all had this common theme tonight. So that's why I wanted to kind of talk about that. But yeah, so Pat, how did you handle your mom? How did you get your mom to stop comparing your body to somebody else's? Because Pat says, and thank you for sharing this, Pat. I'm sticking on the Pat says when I was younger, my mom used to compare my weight with other girls' weight and traumatized. Oh, and I'm glad you said that. So let me read some of the comments on the post that I posted earlier. Um, about Lizzo and all of them. Okay. So, yeah, yeah, where? Where we at? Okay. So Kimberly says, I don't care if someone is healthy or unhealthy, fat or skinny. There's a time and place to show off what God gave you. And out in public isn't one of those times and places. They're privileged enough to be famous and get away with it. However, if any of us were to do this in front of an officer, we would be arrested or ticketed at a minimum. While I enjoy their music, I find it disgusting, and hate to see where they think they have to show all to get this attention, be it negative or not. That was a comment on the Facebook page that was about Lizzo. Um, Isaac says it's a bad choice. That outfit that Lizzo had on was a bad choice. Um, Stacy says just because they make it in your size, do y'all agree with this? Just because they make it in your size doesn't mean you're supposed to wear it. Secondly, when you put yourself out like that to a world full of judgment, people good or bad, be ready to face it. And it's kind of what some of y'all said. Like you have to own it. You have to take take you have to be confident if you're gonna do this. Thelma says neither one should dress like that, even though they are grown. Some things are unacceptable. I don't know about that one. I think if you want to wear it, you wear it, right? And so Rochelle says Lizzo's dress was not flattering, as it looked like she took a sack and cut a hole to put her head out. It's not fat shaming. It was an ugly ensemble. So these are some of the comments that were on uh, my Facebook page when I posted this question. Um, and so Angela says, my family always uh, told me you look better with weight on. Okay. But see, Angela, do you think that's a good compliment either? Because that's telling you that whoever you are, who you are, is not good enough unless you got weight on or weight off. And so, you know, it's just those comments. They have to be careful. Karen says I was in a woman's group where we got together for dinner. It never failed that someone looking at complimenting on what I ate, and I would hear, "You don't eat enough. That's why you're so thin." Right, and those comments like that aren't positive. So what we want to take away from this show tonight is just be careful when you're addressing someone as it relates to their weight, whether you feel like it's a good compliment or not. Oh, you lost weight. Okay. Um, or you're too thin. Like Karen just gave that example. Those women were paying attention to her while she was eating, um, and because she's thin, they made the comment, "Oh, you must don't eat enough. That's why you're thin." Yeah, but imagine saying that to a big person too, like, "Oh, you eat a lot. That's why." So we really just have to be careful the way we phrase things. If this article that I read was saying that if you're gonna give somebody a compliment, like about even if you feel like they lost weight and they look good, just make it about them. Oh, your face is glowing, or you look, whatever. Just be careful to pick your words. You know, and then you just got to know who you're talking to. Karen says, I would often hear, "What size are you?" Again, those comments that could be negative. And Donna says, "That's what I was going to say. Think about what you say to people." Yes, because your comments could be, especially if somebody's struggling with their weight already, they don't need you to add, whether they're thin or big, they don't need you to add that compliment to them. Just don't say anything. And if you're friends, just talk about other stuff. You don't have to talk about the person's weight. But that comes from society, and that's why we do have to stop fat shaming, which is why I wanted to define that. And let me put that back up again so we make sure we get that definition up here again so that everybody will know exactly what fat shaming means. Um, Definition of fat shaming is the act or practice of subjecting someone perceived as fat. So you think this person is fat or overweight into criticism or mockery. And that's kind of what I think Lizzo got. But some people say it didn't matter. They was just the outfit. They didn't like it. Like somebody on the Facebook page said it looked like a sack that she just cut her head through and put her head through and all of that. But again, that's her choice. That's her dress. So Angela says if the dress isn't pretty, thick or slim, you don't look good, right? So Angela was basically saying it was the style, the taste, it just wasn't something that she wore, Angela. And so, but I think she was going for, like I posted earlier when we started the show. I think Lizzo was trying to fit the dance hall theme, but she had a stylist though. That's another thing. She had a stylist that helped her with this outfit. So my thing is, if she looks good, if she feels good about it, I don't care. But we do have to be careful of what we say about about people's weight, because they could be struggling, and it could lead them into depression. So we do have to be careful that we're not fat shaming. anybody, or I don't even know if this is a word, but slim shaming as well, or thin shaming, shaming someone. Because, like I said, some people that are really thin, they don't want to hear that they're thin. They don't need you to tell them that they're thin. And somebody that's big doesn't need you to tell them that they're big. They already know. And comments, whether they're good or bad, can really hurt somebody, you know? Yeah. I think this is a good topic. Hopefully, the thing that we want to take away is just be careful of what you say about people, whether you may think it's a compliment, but to that person, if they're going through something already or they're already struggling with their weight, whether they're large or small, that comment could lead them to depression, anxiety, suicide. Even though Lizzie probably is acting like this isn't bothering her, who knows what she's going through behind the scenes. And I know some people were like, "Well, you shouldn't have put it on." I get that, but she was going to a party. She was trying to fit the theme of the party, the dance hall theme, with your skin out, and that's what she did. So yeah. Anyway, anything else before we close out? Thank y'all for spending this Friday evening with me and talking about this topic. The one thing I do want you to take away from this is please don't fat shame or thin shame anybody. It's almost like Jonah Hill was saying, is just not make a comment at all if you don't know what to say, or compliment something else about them versus the weight or anything like that. But I thank y'all for joining me, and I will talk to y'all all next Friday. If you have a topic you want to discuss, send me a DM or write something on my page, and I will talk about it. You don't have to say a word; you can just attend, but I like to talk about topics that are relevant. Again, I want the takeaway to be careful of the comments you make to people because it could really they could be already going through something as far as their weight and stuff, and you just adding extra stuff, and that can make their lives. And good night, Pat. Good night, y'all. Talk to y'all next week. Bye. Karen says, hold on before Karen says I watched the episode of. Let me put that up there. Sorry, y'all. I watched I watched the episode where Barbara Corrigan commented on Whoopi's jeans, and it was shock. It was a shock to hear that comment. Whoopi gave her a big side eye. Um, you would think she would know better than that. Yeah, and I don't know. I kind of thought that was just a slip of in the moment because I think Whoopi had already made her own negative comment about herself. So I guess Barbara maybe felt that that was an okay thing. But anyway, to our point is be careful of the things that you say to people because it can really hurt them. But good night, y'all. Talk to y'all next Friday. All right, bye.